we go. See if the comments work this time. Well, some people are coming on. Let's hope, send me a comment if you would please. And we'll see if we get this thing working properly. It's frustrating, isn't it? If anybody knows what else I should try, send me a message on Messenger. Well, I'm going to try to see why I'm not seeing it properly. Give me 1 second. Yeah, it's still not showing everything that it should show. Give me 1 minute. See. To see why I'm not seeing it properly. That's me. Okay, so I'm getting comments, but I'm getting them on my cell phone. So what I'm going to do is I'll just set this here someplace, and I'll watch the comments on my cell phone. Give me 1 second. Here we go. I'll get myself set up here for a second. I hope everybody's doing good tonight. There's a bunch of people on now. Yvette says hi again. Charlie and Tracy are saying hello. That's good. Okay, so I am getting them. Did your settings get changed by accident? Yeah, they must. Something must have got changed by accident. I'm not sure exactly what, but you know what? You're right. It does look a little different on the side. So who knows, right? So I'm going to just put my phone over beside me here. Give me 1 sec. Hope everybody's doing good tonight. I don't know if anybody has any questions. I'm needing a special visitor, so Trixie is saying. So I'll set this over here. And so I'm on your calendar. 3rd time. That's cool. Okay, so hopefully my phone will keep up with messages, and we'll go from there. Yeah, I had some good readings this week, some really good readings this week. Busy. It's been busy. You know, I found that for some reason probably in the last week or 2 weeks, there's been a lot of people that have, you know, I shy away from using the word suicide, but you know, it's kind of harsh. But there's been a lot of people that have been responsible for taking their own lives in some way, shape, or form, either directly or almost directly. You know, a little bit. Choices in lifestyle and that sort of thing. I'm finding that interesting, and just in the last 2 weeks, there's been a lot of that. I'm not sure why it's coming around like that, but I know it's a really touchy subject. So. You know, every message that comes through is a little bit different, you know, and they're all healing messages. They're all, you know, they understand the ripple effect and what's taken place, and, you know, and how that affects everybody. So it's not, hi, Clara. It's not, you know, a really sad thing. It's sad, yes. But we have to, you know, it's something that you have to deal with, in the grief and the guilt that people feel from that. So that's kind of tough. It's tough on a lot of people. Hi, Bev. So I'm just watching the comments here. Did anybody have any, you know, if you've got any kind of questions right away, that would be good. I have written a couple of notes down before I started here real quick. I'll scroll through this a little bit here. You're eager to hear something positive. Christina. Spirit have anything for you business-wise? Something positive, Christina? It's, there is something positive. And it's just because I'm drawn to you right away when you talk about something, or you put a comment in. It's how I'm drawn to you right away. Yeah, there's something positive, something coming for you. You know what? I see it more as an event, a situation that's going to improve, but it's going to come probably. I'm not really a fortune teller reader that I'm going to tell you what the future holds, but I do know that there's energy around you that's getting together, that's going to get together, and it's going to be positive for you. Absolutely. There's going to be an improvement in a situation coming up. I know it sounds pretty vague. You know what? But if you plant that, that's important too, right? To plant that. I'm seeing, and the way I'm seeing it, I'll share with you how I'm seeing the symbolic part of that. And I'm seeing a full moon, and it's something coming around the full moon. So I don't know. I don't have a calendar in front of me. I don't know when the full moon is. But I'm feeling it's got something to do with that. It's very symbolic, isn't it? Trying to read into it. It's not just reading into what I'm seeing, but it's also how I'm feeling. That's the most important thing. It's one thing to feel, to see stuff, but you have to realize, is it symbolic or is it actual? How's it coming through? Is it something that I'm seeing to remind me of something to tell you? So in this case, I would say I feel it's around the full moon. So I hope that's something positive, right? Something to look forward to. So I'm just going to take a quick look here again at my. Hi, Kim. I'm glad to see your comment there, Survivor. That's good. And Kim Badinsky, I'm seeing you. Oh, next. Look forward to seeing you at White Feather next week. Okay. Oh yeah, I got a bunch of stuff going on. There's meditations coming up. There's demonstration coming up as well. That's at White Feather. Check them out. Check out the White Feather page and look under the events, because I do a lot of stuff there. I'm in London on April 27th, and that's about half full already. And the March 30th at White Feather, it's filled up already, and there's a waiting list. So for readings all day that day. Just checking out a few comments here. And like I said, I try to answer as much as I can. And if I get something, as soon as I read it, if I pick something up, I'll answer you right away. So I'm just going to check this out. And I was going to talk about the moon tonight, eh? Yeah, Kim, about is it your cousin? You've written here about your cousin passing away at 50. Yeah, it's a shame, isn't it? And I mean, you're saying after a long battle with cancer, that's but like you say, people are at peace, especially when they suffer like that so long. It's hard to let people go, but that's kind of how it works. You're welcome, Christina. And Yvette, I'm going to see you on the 20th, eh? That's neat. Okay. I gotta, if there's no more questions, so to speak, let me take a look here. Jennifer, what's up with your back? You're asking me, let me look back here. Will my back and health finally improve? There's something, I feel like there's something needs to be done different that's been being done. There's a change. There's got to be a change in something. Pardon me. So whatever has been the past practices, see if there's something different. I'm no doctor. I can't tell you, anything in terms of, what to do, how to do that sort of thing. But I just feel that there's a difference that needs to take place, something different. And that's going to make a change. You're going to feel a difference with it. Don't know if it's an exercise, a stretch, something. I'm not sure what it is, but there's definitely something different, and it's going to affect primarily your back. I don't know about your general health, but it's primarily is how I'm feeling is with your back. Next full moon is February 19th. February 19th? What's today? Today's the 15th. Oh, that's really soon. Uh, so Michelle's asking, where's White Feather located? Yeah, White Feather's on Ottawa Street in Windsor. I should say that because sometimes people tune in from a little ways away, right? I'm in Essex, Ontario. So I do a lot of stuff here in Windsor. So, people are asking about dads kind of thing, and I did write something down here just prior to sitting down. I was picking up a mail. This is a mail. I look at right now there's 35 people, and I probably guaranteed it's all women, right? So this is definitely for the message is for a woman that's on right now, and I feel it's a dad. It's a male figure for sure. It's a dad or grandfather. I was really feeling the dad thing at first, and he's showing me. He's showing me a whole bunch of, showing me a lot of good memories, just about how much he enjoyed life. And how I'm seeing it is I'm going to say you, he's looking at you, and you're out in the yard, you're playing with a dog. There's a big dog there that's just as happy as can be with you. And it's a very joyful scene. He's up on the porch or up by the house watching. I'm feeling this was near, or he certainly had his sickness at the time. Okay, he certainly had he was not well at the time, and he's enjoying seeing that, and that's how I'm seeing it through, as if I was standing right beside him on the porch. So I'm looking out and I'm seeing this younger girl having a blast with her dog out in the grass or out in the yard, and they're playing, they're carrying on. I don't know if anybody can pick up on that. It's a little bit vague, but it's the feeling that I'm getting is so strong. And it's the feeling of he's not missing what's going on. He's enjoying it and taking everything in and feeling that laughter and feeling those fun times. Not sure if anybody can pick up on that. Okay. I'm just watching the comments. His illness was more lengthy than short, that's for sure. I'm certainly feeling that. It was some time that it was because I'm feeling tired. I'm feeling that tiredness that was lengthy. Okay. Okay. Not sure if anybody, I think I'm getting all the comments. Not sure if anybody can start to take that specifically. Certainly, there's certainly a dog involved in the scene here, how I'm seeing it. We got to remember the messages that come through when I'm doing it live like this are different than if you're in person, right? Because we can blend with the energy and we can move it along. Here I have to wait a little bit for the comment. I know I've said that before, but it is a bit of a gruesome task sometimes. Waiting for the comments to come through. Okay. Okay. Well, Tracy, you said you're not seeing comments. I'm picking it up on my cell phone. That's how I'm seeing the comments in front of me. Okay. I'm going to go back to how I started with this. I'm feeling a dad figure, father figure. And the scene that he's showing me is just the fact that he's very proud in the children that are around him, the kids. The message is for a woman here, and she's playing with the dog out in the front yard. They're having a blast. The dad or grandfather, I know it's a male figure. He wants to talk about his shoes and how he fixes his shoes, if that makes any sense. Okay, a little bit of that shoe glue stuff or whatever, or he's got to stitch the sole a little bit. He's the kind of guy that would have, he would have been able to do something like that. He would have put his shoes together. I'm just going to take a quick look at the comments again here. couple people coming on. I'm not sure if that's making any sense. So that's what they're telling me. They're telling me he was handy. He was handy with that sort of thing. He'd fix his own shoes just because he could, because he'd like to do something like that. A little clamp on it and glue them together and put them together and that sort of thing. He would always had a pocket knife in his pocket. He was handy that way. You never know when you needed to use a knife to do something. So he always had his little knife with him. I don't see anybody coming up here. I know I've got this gentleman for sure. Very sentimental. He wants to talk about how he sees everything going on around him, or around everybody, even now that he's passed. So I don't know if somebody can pick up on that. Not quite, eh? Now you got me thinking, eh? What else can I bring through? Your grandfather used to do shoe repair for a while. Was he, Bev? Was it a long illness that he had before he passed? And can you take the dog, and you and the dog playing, just having a blast? I just feel so much joy in that, in playing with the dog. There's just a lot of energy there. I'll wait and see if Bev can pick up on that. Hi, Dawn. So if you can pick up on that, that would be, that's interesting to see if that's, and the porch too. For some reason, the porch feels very familiar. The location seems just very familiar. Yes, he used to play with all the dogs in the family. Okay. Bev, I've got to ask you about illness-wise as well. I feel it was a bit of a long-drawn kind of illness that took a while. Unfortunately, he was. It was just a decline in health, really, is what it was. I don't know if you can say anything about that. He's talking about tobacco as well. So don't know if he chewed it, if he actually had chewing tobacco. But he's talking about tobacco, or I'm sensing tobacco around him as well. Just trying to see if we're with the right man here. And he would have also, he's also talking about the times when they would heat with a wood stove. So I know you mentioned grandfather, so that would be, back in the day, a little bit with a wood stove as well. He's talking about that. It's a very, as I said, he's very sentimental. It's a very warming feeling I'm getting with him. We're waiting for this delay here to get the message through. Okay, so he was a heavy smoker, the reference to tobacco. Okay. And that's why I was feeling it, very, very much feeling the tobacco. Okay. You're not sure how long he was ill. I think he was, I really feel that if you asked somebody that would know, he was probably feeling, lousy before anybody really realized that he was sick. There was probably a length of time that he just wasn't feeling well. And, didn't really say a whole lot. And then when they finally found out, it was still a little bit of time there, but I think there was still a little bit of time there. Yeah. Also feeling the oxygen. And he had a pot-belly stove for heating the shop and house. Yeah. Okay, just checking out, I'm getting a message here too. So Bevy had a pot-belly stove for heating the shop and the house. Okay. And Dawn is saying in the shop. Okay, now hi Michelle, Don and Bev, are you two related? Okay, we're gonna get that. Sometimes people are related and I don't realize it, right? The names are different and they're related. So yeah. Bev, do you want to message me your phone number and I can give you a call? I haven't done that yet. We'll see maybe if that works. So I know I'm sure you guys are not long distance. You're around. I could put it on speakerphone. We'll see if that works a little bit and answer a couple things a little quicker. It's up to you. Okay, Don said, oh, so I get it. Okay, so it's, okay, so it's you're sharing the same grandfather. Okay, I get it. Yeah, if you want to if you wanted to send me your phone number, we can chat for a couple minutes real quick. But you'll have to send it, I guess you'll have to send it on Messenger. I'll just hang on for a second here because you said yes. Okay. I'll just wait another minute here. Hang on. Now, Dawn, you said yes, so I'm just waiting to see if you're going to send it to me on Messenger. Your phone number, we'll give you a quick call. Can anyone place an Edward, or Edgar, maybe? Maybe it's Edgar. Okay, let's maybe give this a try. Let's see how this works. I don't know how this is going to work, but we're going to give it a try. Oh, there we go.
Hello.
Hi, Don.
It's Bev.
It's Bev. Okay. I don't know who sent me the number, but I got the right number anyway. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, good. You don't mind doing this on Facebook?
No.
Okay. You can hear me okay?
Yes.
Perfect. So so we're thinking it's your grandfather, right?
Yes, my grandfather. I believe he was sick for a while, but I'm not sure how long he was sick. But he did commit suicide.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
Wow. So that's how I started the night, was talking about that and how I've had so many coming through in the last week and a half or 2 weeks.
Yeah, he was sick for quite a while, and I remember him being in bed.
Yeah.
And then we had a tragic accident in the family where I lost my sister, and he committed suicide a few months after that.
Oh, that's a shame, eh?
Yeah.
That's too bad. I'm sorry to hear that. But if this is your grandfather, you're able to take the potbelly stove, the playing with the dogs, and all of that sort of thing. Yeah. I'm just really getting a very sentimental feeling. That's how he's coming through right now. Very sentimental. He just enjoys so much watching everything that's going on. Especially the happy times, right? The birthdays, the barbecues, the picnic. He showed me a picnic table and stuff going around outside, and he's always around. So, I would hope that somebody's feeling him around when you're having these family, when you're having the family get-togethers and that sort of thing.
I think about him often, and I spend a lot of time with him.
Oh, nice. Yeah, nice. With the stove. Also the repairing stuff too. He seemed to be kind of handy, or he would fix something up. There was no problem. It doesn't matter if it was a an old lamp, he'd be able to fix up the cord, and just kind of a handyman as well. Kind of, well, like probably a lot of grandfathers were back in the day, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. I think probably the most important thing is he's really bringing forward a positive attitude. Is how he's bringing his energy forward. You know, he wants the happiness to go through. He doesn't want to talk about the past. You know, it's so often they don't need to show us their sicknesses or how they passed or anything like that. They just want to bring through positivity. They want us to continue with our lives and to move forward. You know, and not with not thinking back at those the troubling times, right?
Right.
Were you able to take the name Ed or Edgar?
You should talk to Don now. Don's grandfather's name was Edward.
Was Edward? Okay, okay. Because I was getting that's what I was receiving. That now this would be a different grandfather.
This is my grandfather. Don
Okay.
is a generation below. So she's my cousin. So her grandfather, my grandfather is her grandmother's mother.
Okay.
Her father, I mean. So Ed is her grandfather, and he was my uncle.
Okay, so we're talking about different people now.
Yes.
Okay, so that's what I'm doing. I'm moving on then, if that's the case, because I'm picking up that other the other name, the Edward, or I was hearing Edward or Edgar. So you're saying it was Edward, correct?
Edward, and you should probably talk to Dawn because her grandfather was Edward.
Ah, okay, okay, good. Because she's not there, is she?
She's not here, no, but she's watching. So.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. Then let me ask you one thing before I let you go.
Okay.
Would you know anything about sheet metal work? Was there any?
Grandfather was a junk dealer. He dealt in metal, and that's how he supported his 5 children for the biggest share of his life.
Ah, okay. Because I'm seeing, that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing sheet metal work or working with metals and cutting it up and, you know, doing that sort of stuff.
He got all kinds of old machines and stuff and took them all apart, sorted out the metal, and he built a house and supported 5 children that way.
Wow, just from doing that. That's great. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. No wonder he always had something. He was handy, and he always had his jackknife in his pocket and everything. He was just
That's
handy with
true.
it. Yeah, and likely fixed his shoes. We started with that too, right? So.
He did a bit of shoe repair. He had all that stuff in his shop, and he did a bit of shoe repair.
Oh, neat. Yeah.
Fixed all our shoes.
Yeah. Okay. So we've got the right guy. So again, I'm just going to reiterate what I said, and that's just the fact that he is very sentimental, and he just wants to bring through all that. He wants to say just how much he loves everybody and how he likes to see what's going on. And he's there with everybody. He's always there with everybody. He's showing me balloons, and so that's telling me celebrations, birthdays, and all those kind of fun times. Yeah.
Perfect.
Very nice.
Nice.
Now maybe we'll talk about Edward. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Thanks.
Bye.
All right. See ya. Ta-da. Oh, that was cool. We were able to pick up some stuff. And it's great when they want to stay positive. That's what for me, that's the whole most important thing is when the messages come through and they're coming through with, positive. It's that good energy. We've been through enough when you lose loved ones, right? You've been through enough. You've been through enough grief and the guilt and everything else that a lot of people feel. And that's really, they want you to feel much better. That's it. So I'm just taking a look here. And I thought it was very interesting how the suicides come up again. It's crazy. It's I'm not sure why. Maybe it's just time to recognize that and to be aware of what people are going through for whatever reason. I'm sure every person that takes their own life has their own individual reason, and whatever that may be. And is that wine? No, it's juice. Whatever kind of juice you mix up with water, Don, so Don, your grandpa is the Edward I was getting, right? Is that correct? Lots of grandpas coming through again tonight. I could give you a call too, Don, if you'd like. Maybe we can get a couple quick answers. And thank you, Bev. Thanks for letting me give you a call. Okay, I think Dawn is going to fire off her phone number here real quick. I think that's easier, isn't it? At least, you know, instead of waiting for the comments, that's a little bit quicker to get some communication going. Hang on a second. Okay, we'll try it again. There we go.
Hey.
Hi, Dawn. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Oh, not so bad. At least I got the right phone number, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. You're good with doing this, right, on Facebook?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, perfect. I want to make sure. So your grandpa is the Edward that I was picking up.
I guess so, yeah.
Yeah. So well, we got the name right anyway, right?
Yeah.
So you know, I'm trying to understand what else he's got to, you know, exactly what else he wants to bring through. Is there a Mary or a Martha in the family? I really like. I'm leaning towards the Mary as opposed to a Martha.
Not that I know of.
Okay. Keep it in mind. Just keep it in mind. I'll always give out everything, and I do this in my readings and demonstrations. I'm not going to hold nothing back because one little thing could be important, you know. So we want to make sure we get everything. We talk about everything. That's the most important thing. Okay. Did you know a lot? Do you know very much about your grandfather, Edward?
Yeah, I lived with him my whole life.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. Some people don't have a lot of recollection of that. You know, he's really making me feel like I've got. He's showing me some health issues that he had, and you know, I don't really understand why he's showing this to me, but I'm just really feeling a soreness. I don't know if it's in my arm or my hand, but I'm just really feeling a soreness, almost a bruising. Did he end up? Was there a time when he had a lot of bruising on his body?
He was just like, he didn't take care of himself, so.
Okay, well, like let me explain it a little bit. It's a lot of bruising. You know, when you go and you have to do the blood work, and somebody does a really lousy job, and you end up with a great big bruise on your arm.
Yeah.
That's how I'm feeling. Those kind of bruises, just under the skin, and those kind of bruises. I'm feeling a lot of that with him. And the same thing, I'm feeling a lot of tiredness with him as well. And he couldn't sleep, insomnia. He just couldn't sleep right. There was always those kind of problems. I don't know if he was diabetic, but you know, I feel that he was, because I can see him always hydrating himself. So I'm not sure if it was just hydrating with water or if he was hydrating with something else, and then he's being kind by saying it that way.
He was supposed to do things that he didn't do, so yeah.
Yeah, he didn't take, like you said it earlier already. He didn't really take care of himself, right?
Right.
Yeah, you know, and I kind of feel he'll feel bad for him because he's feeling kind of bad for himself, really, and wishing that he would have done things maybe a little bit different. And like you said, taking care of himself, you know. But I'm even seeing like gauze on him, bandages, and that sort of thing because he had stuff going on, you know. Yeah, that, you know, it's too bad, but as I said, you know, he's owning up to it. This is what he's doing. He's saying, you know, he's saying that, yeah, I was responsible. It was, you know.
Yeah, he did it to himself. Right?
Yeah, for the way I am. Yeah, exactly. I guess, you know, look on the positive side of this. he's owning up to it. He's saying it was me. It wasn't you. It wasn't anybody else. You were telling him. People were telling him how to, what he needed to do, or tried to help him.
Right.
So with him owning up to all of this, I'm hoping it takes a little bit of guilt, or those would've, should've kind of things where we look back and we wish we would have done things different. What he's saying is you couldn't. He did things happen the way they did, and that was pretty much it.
How he wanted to. Yeah.
Yeah. And if that's how it is, that unfortunately that's kind of how it is. Yeah. Why would he be showing me pots and pans? Showing me pots and pans.
He used to just collect junk.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just
junk.
yeah.
He just likes junk. So whatever he could collect, he would collect.
Okay. I don't know. Just showing. I that's why I have to ask you, because he's just showing me all these pots and pans. So I'm trying to get a reference to what this was about. Okay. Did you or did he collect, or did you have those little metal pedal cars?
Metal what?
The metal pedal cars, the little cars that you'd sit in and pedal them?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
We used to, he used to get me he got me a go-kart once and I crashed it.
Okay, well, because
Yeah, and he got in big trouble for that from my grandma.
okay, yeah, okay.
Okay.
So he was a fun guy then, wasn't he?
Yeah.
He let you do stuff, because I'm seeing a little pedal car, or you're saying it's a go-kart. That's fine. It's like a little car that you'd have been driving around and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The tree, and he got in big trouble for that.
You got so
Yeah.
So there you go. So what the heck, he did fun things with you anyway, didn't he?
Yeah, it was good.
That's good. That's good. Was now, is your grandma passed as well?
Yeah.
Okay, because I was she the one that was on oxygen and had the little oxygen tank?
No.
No.
My mom.
Oh, we're starting to get something else kind of coming in with energy-wise, since I've got you on the phone, maybe. Okay. Your mom had the little tank and the oxygen?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. You know what? Then I'm just feeling, because I'll be honest with you, I'm not blending much more with the oxygen tank. So yes, if it's your mom, it's just a little bit of evidence that she's there with him, right? They're like, not so much that they're standing beside each other right away all the time and that sort of thing, but she's passed as well. She's on the other side as well. He's over there, and that he's aware of that, right? And just aware of her energy being over there. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Now, yeah. And did he have a collect? I know you said he collected lots of junk. He was a little bit of a junk collector. But I'm also seeing. Don't ask me why. I got to throw this one out again too. It looks like hockey sticks. It looks like a bunch. It looks like a bunch of hockey sticks. Is there a reason?
He collected everything. Like, he collected license plates and anything you could imagine, he collected.
Okay. So you still have yeah, that's what he's showing me for whatever reason, and it is a collection. It's as if he had a collection, and he had them lined up or nailed to a wall, or something. Something like that, and it was just random. They were just random hockey sticks. It wasn't anything in particular. You could almost look at it almost as an art form, the way it's just all, the way it's all nailed to the wall and that sort of thing. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. He's just bringing up some of his life. I don't know if it's lifestyle, but kind of his surroundings and how things were in his surroundings. And as you said, that was what he liked to do. So that's what he likes to be in those kind of surroundings, right? Yeah, he enjoyed that for sure. Oh, that's cool. Did you have any horses?
No.
No. Did you have any animals that would have been in the straw or the hay or anything like that outside?
Yeah, dog.
Okay, but they would have been outside where there was straw and that sort of thing?
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess I'm confusing. When I saw the straw, I was right away I was jumping to a conclusion. My logic was getting. Okay, my logic was getting. Yeah. Okay. Okay, that's interesting. Again, that's around his area, around his shop and around his area. And he's just bringing all that stuff up. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah. Okay, so he's in a happy place, right? He's because he feels like he's back to where he loved to be all the time. So I guess the collecting doesn't stop when we leave the physical body. It keeps going. Yeah. So, oh well, there's lots of room, I guess, where he can collect all he wants. Oh, that's neat. Yeah. Okay, I think I'm going to leave that with you for tonight.
Okay, thank you.
And see where it goes. I think we're gonna be doing a reading soon, right?
Yes.
Okay. I will be in touch.
Okay. Thank you.
Can I ask you one more thing?
Have a good night.
Can I ask you one more thing?
Yeah.
Did he have any amusement ride parts in his collection?
My uncle does.
Hmm.
He got my uncle, his son, had parts from Volvo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. He's showing me that too for whatever reason. It's interesting. It's all connected with your family, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Even though this may be somebody else, but he's showing me these. It all.
Yeah, he actually got the log ride from Volvo. He got the auto log.
Okay. Yeah.
There's no motor on it.
I knew it was something from an amusement park, and it was something that he collected. So, oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. Well, we'll see if all this comes back up when we have our reading. How's that?
All right, perfect.
We'll talk some more. Thanks for calling. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Ta-da. I think that works a little bit better. I'm just going to try to catch up on some of the comments. I think that works better, by doing it. Hi, Dory. By doing it by phone a little bit. It's a little bit quicker. I'm just going to take a real quick look here. Just taking a look here real quick. So that's at least a couple of connections. We were able to connect a few things. I think that's interesting when you can connect that. There's a little bit of blending of information there, but this is why I say when you're having a reading or something that's a little more focused with the person there, and then you can certainly get more from that. So that was cool. Let me take a look here. If I read a comment and something, like I said before, if something pops up, I'll certainly say something right away. That's for sure. Somebody was able to. I'm going to go back here a second. Give me 1 second. Trixie is saying yes to Mary. I think what was I getting earlier? I was getting Mary. Was it Mary? Trixie, was Mary a nurse or in the healthcare sector? That's my question. Then I'll know if that's where we're going. And like I said, if I'm picking something up when I read your comment, I'll say something right away for sure. For sure. No, not Marie. Trixie's saying no. Gee whiz. Tracy, is Marie in the healthcare? I don't want to adjust what I'm getting just to fit, so I'm careful what I'm going to do. So, is Marie the healthcare sector person? Any word from Bob? Not yet, Cindy. Isn't it weird how things, when I read it and something pops in my mind? So now we're at Tracy. I'm asking you about Marie, if Marie is in the healthcare sector, that type of work. And Cindy is asking if there's any word from Bob. So I'm going to ask Cindy. Does Bob, would Bob have a sword? That's pretty specific, I think. Or can you at least relate a sword to Bob? And Melissa says, no, she isn't. Okay, so she's not. Okay. Then I have to go back to that. That's what I was getting earlier, was the name Mary. And that's okay. And Cindy, you don't think so? Okay, that's okay. All right. No, I'm not picking anything up, Dory, from Georgina. So Jerry had one. Lisa, the question about healthcare was, I was getting the name Mary, and I felt that she was either a nurse or in the healthcare, in that field of work. That's where the Mary was coming from. Okay. And Anna says somebody that had a sword. Oh, so he actually collected them. So he had more than one. And if you're a collector, yeah. Anna, did he collect other stuff as well? I mean, he's collected swords, but did he collect, the thing you hold with the chain and the ball on the end, like those kind of medieval stuff? Did he collect any of that stuff too? I'm just feeling that when, the sword collection was one thing, but it was bigger than just the sword collection. There was more to it. Okay. I'll wait and see what, yeah, so he had more stuff, eh? Okay. And so everything was everything, I feel that were some of his items actually taken to a museum or someplace, doesn't have to be specifically a museum, but left family and went to a display. So it was displayed more for the public, or it was in a different kind of display. That's what I want to ask you, because that's how I'm feeling it. I'm not feeling it like it was all distributed through the family, but some of it was actually, it was interesting enough that it went to, like I say, a public display, and some of it was put out that way. I'm also seeing more than just these kind of things in his collection. Did he actually collect pins or buttons from wartime, that the soldiers or the officers would have had? He's showing me a lot of that kind of thing right now. I'm just waiting to see if Anna replies to that. Yeah, Holly, I'm not sorry, Holly, I'm not getting anything that way. Just waiting for Anna. Anna Dorothea for public, yes, okay. So it sounds like we're kind of on the right track here anyway. And it's that love, and this is how I'm feeling when I look at everything that he's been showing me. I'm just feeling that sense that he had the sense of history and the sense of more than just collecting the items, but he was feeling the energy in it too. So maybe he didn't, whether he knew it or not, he was kind of using his own psychic ability a little bit when he was collecting stuff, because he was holding things and he was feeling the energy in things, and we can do that through psychometry, right? So, and I'd have to say that I think his name was Jerry, right? He would have actually had some of that ability. And that's what interested him so much in collecting that stuff, is because he could feel that ability to feel that sort of thing. Does a log building, I'm going to say a log building because I'm not sure if it's a house, but it's a log built building. Does that come into does that, can you associate that with Jerry as well? That's what I'm going to want to ask. He loves space stuff too, eh? Yeah. So that's why I'm feeling that it doesn't have to be exactly his building, but it would be associated to Jerry. Because this is part of him that's coming through. I'm feeling a bit of a, I don't want to call him a loner, but he didn't mind his time alone or away from, busy people. So no for the log type building. Okay. I'm just drawn, I want to, the way I'm feeling him, I want to just be with him and not so much with all kinds of people, and not in a big city, not full of all that busyness. I feel like he was okay being by himself or with very few people. He was fine with that. We'll see what Anna says here. What time is it? It's 9:30, so it's been an hour almost already. Almost. Okay, a summer home as a child. Okay, so I'm going to assume by that comment that was the log building that was associated to him. We'll see. We'll see what's going to be said here. Yes, okay. Yeah, cool. All right, so, he's, as happens so often, they like to bring through, I try to feel their personality, how they were when they were in the physical, because they don't change that much, right? But he's showing me kind of in a like a movie, he's showing me how he was in the physical, how things meant to him, how there were people around that he loved, and his things. He had Parkinson's, eh? Just how his life was and how he felt about things. And is there a story? Yeah, you still love him. Oh, he still loves you too, for sure. Absolutely. Yeah. And, and I find that, and that's the feeling I get when they bring through, like the other grandpas did as well. They bring through all these wonderful memories. That's great. I'm going to ask you something too, and this may be going back a ways, test your memory on this. Did he have an encounter with a wild animal? I don't know what this is. I'm not sure what this is. I want to say it's a bear or something like that. It's certainly something that's, maybe it was, I don't know, maybe it was a raccoon, I don't know. But it was something he had an encounter. I really want to go to a bear, if that makes any sense to you at all. That's how he's showing it to me. And he's actually kind of chuckling about it, right? Kind of like, boy, that was a crazy thing that happened. I'll see. Now you're saying yes. I don't know if it was to that comment because of the delay here. So was there something regarding a wild animal? It's a bit of a scary but funny story, and that's how I'm feeling. I'm feeling it. He's kind of laughing about it now. A lion? Are you kidding me? Okay, that's funny. Okay, so that makes sense. He wants to bring your spirits up. He wants you to laugh again, right? It's crazy. So he wants you to feel good. Absolutely. He wants you to really, really, really feel good. Anna, is this you that I'm feeling a little bit of, I'm not sure if it's anxiety or like an angina or heart condition here a little bit. I'm just feeling a little anxious up here. I'm feeling this maybe for you. So maybe you can let me know about that. And if it's for you, I'm going to suggest that you try to meditate a little bit. Just try to be aware of yourself, be aware of your shoulders, and be aware of yourself, and just let yourself calm down. I know it's easier said than done. I know, but it's just that taking that time and just to sit in a quiet space. If this is how I'm feeling for Jerry, then if this is something that he had when he was alive, that could very well be. But I'm certainly feeling it as a condition that still may exist with you. So relax with it. Bring him into your thoughts. That's all he wants to, and he'll be there. Yeah. A lion. That's a really interesting thing. Okay, I guess that's pretty cool. I'm just going to look at a few more comments. Well, Anna, at least we did hit on a few things, right? And actually, we hit on a bunch of stuff. Let me see here. And you're saying that Anna's saying he always makes me feel good. I am always stressed. I meditate every day. He had a heart problem as well. Okay, so that's what I'm feeling with you guys then. Well, good. I'm glad you're meditating every day. Take your time with it and just take it easy. And only good things can come from sitting and meditating and in the silence. So good for you. The lion story is kind of funny. So we got a few things. We were able to click on a few things. So, that's the evidence that I want to see to help us say, yeah, that's him. That's why the evidence is important. The message is the most important thing. You're welcome, Anna. Right? The message is the most important thing, but with the evidence, it helps us say, yeah, it's from him. So that's kind of neat. Okay. So I think that's 3 connections we made. Pretty, not bad, eh? I don't think not too bad. Darrell says hello. Hi, Darrell. I'm not sure you're saying, when you're meditating under a pyramid. Oh, that's neat. Yeah, focus and all that stuff, eh? That's cool. I'm gonna just look back at some of the other comments real quick here. Holly was asking about Rip. Katie was asking about Poppy. You know what? Paul, Christina was asking about Paul. It's it's one of those things, right? It's whatever comes through. So maybe next time somebody will come through, or during a reading or meditation or something. So we keep trying. That's all we can do is keep trying. So I think, so we've been on for just about an hour now. We've had, I think, 3, pretty good connections anyway, and some messages there. So, and I always start this, I'm going, what the heck? See you, Lisa. Always, when I turn this thing on live and it says 3, 2, 1, go, and I'm always going, I haven't a clue what I'm going to do next. So it's just being open. So this is for people that are meditating and trying to be open and opening the awareness to the spirit world and the energy that's around you. You have to trust. You just have to trust, and it's whatever comes through. You have to trust it. Give it out. We can't connect all the time 100%, but it was pretty good. You're welcome, Anna. Have a good night yourself. Thank you, Cindy and Jane and Lisa and everybody. Hi, Kim, about your Auntie Lane. Another time. That's all. We'll just keep thinking about her and bring her into meditation. Bring her if you ever have a reading with me, or maybe on another Friday night. We see whatever comes through. So that was another Friday night done already. I hope everybody enjoyed it, and you know, they're out there. They're out there. They're willing to communicate. You know, it's cool. It's really very, very cool. I think I'm just about going to wrap it up then. Okay, guys, everybody's saying bye, so I'm going to say bye as well. We'll try to do it next Friday. I'm just thinking about it because I am going to be leaving. I'll be out of town for a couple of weeks, and I'm going to try to do a Friday or 2 Friday nights when I'm out of the country. It's going to just depend on the internet service, right? And maybe I'll do something like that. That would be a blast. I know it would be a lot of fun to do something when I'm away. Thanks, guys. I just love reading all the comments, and it's very cool. So if you're interested, look me up on www.davidschultz.ca or send me a message on Facebook or whatever and check things out. There's stuff going on. So, okay, guys, talk to you later. Hope to see you next Friday. Maybe we'll do something again. Bye.